Yes, hello everybody from my side. My name is Gil. As you can see in the top right corner, I work for Koeln Business, which is basically the economic development agency of the city of Cologne. And I'm right here to explain why Cologne should be on your radar. So to start with, we basically sit in the perfect location. We sit in the heart of Europe. If you look on the left side of the slide, you can see that within a 1-hour drive, you can actually reach 17 million people. There's only London who can match that, but London has about 10 or at least 10 million inhabitants by itself. So it's a little different. So what I want to say is, besides the perfect location, everybody who knows us Germans, we have a pretty good infrastructure too. 3 airports you can reach easily. We have the train stations, we have the waterways, lots of business coming in. So in Cologne, you have massive B2C, but as well B2B opportunities. We have about 70,000 corporates in Cologne, and if I extend the region, it's going to get into hundreds of thousands. If you're looking for your next employee, we're one of the university cities of Germany. We have about 100,000 students, so it'll be around the corner. We are also a trade fair city, so we have some of the big global trade fairs over here, like the Gamescom, but in topics we have on the food, the Anuga. So on all topics, we have trade fairs in Cologne right at your doorstep. We are also been called one of the smartest cities in Germany, not only because we have fiber cable around everywhere in the city, but also we're on the route to digitalization. Our setup is pretty good. Last but not least, on this slide, I just want to say that similar to Tel Aviv, Cologne is a very outgoing city. Our pubs, clubs, coffee places, you name it, are always full. So it's a very similar environment besides the good weather. On the next slide, I really want to take just a few seconds to highlight some of our big players. That sort of reflects that we have a big industry. We're one of the biggest industrial regions all over Europe, if not the biggest, if I extend the region again. This is Cologne. We have big players like Ford, RTL. We have the insurances. We have about 70 to 80 insurance companies who have based their headquarters here. We have Bayer around the corner, obviously the Telekom, Rewe. So there are plenty of opportunities with the big companies, but we also have plenty of the small and medium-sized companies. Regarding our ecosystem, we have about 500 plus startups. We are on the rise. The only thing I want to say here is that we're really an early stage ecosystem, but we're maturing. We're helping each other, specifically through the COVID times. We have seen that a lot. And sort of last but not least, but if you want to decide, Cologne could be an option. We have like a dedicated person and the lending bundle, if you like. So we help you along the way, whether you need finance, you need a school for your kids, you need to be connected to the city. Any way you need to, we're here to help. Sort of last but not least, I mentioned we're the economic development agency for the city of Cologne, and I'm ready to help you. And you can reach out to me anytime, any day you want to. Thank you very much. I appreciate it to be on the Europe Days again. It's a pleasure.